Hello students, yesterday you saw that how actually an old man was brought into the court, and the old man was very old and bent. His body was bent from the waist, and his body color was ashy pale. It means quite deep pale or grayish in color. That's what the word ashy means, student. Pale and grayish in color. So it actually when you grow old, your body color becomes very pale. And he was a toothless person also, as in old days all our tooth actually just fallen out. They are too big to all our teeth, because we just not maintain our tooth properly, we just not clean them as much as it needed to be. So our tooth actually degraded slightly lesser. It does not last as long as it should have been. Our natural teeth is capable of lasting for the whole life. It has the capacity of whole life, but still, because of the carelessness, some people loses his teeth. But at this point of time he was too old, so it's obvious that he does not have any tooth. He was toothless, and he just managed with the help of two crutches. So he was just able to stand with the help of two crutches. He is just able to move a bit with the help of crutches. Crutches means students long sticks, holding on to that old man generally walk. You would have seen जो बूढ़े लोगों के चलने वाले स्टिक्स होते हैं. And he actually with the help of these crutches, he is just able to totter himself into the king's presence in the king's court. Totter means the student just walking in a feeble, moving in a feeble or weakish manner. When you do not have much strength in your body, as this old man has. His body is bent, he is pale, he is toothless. He is too old to walk properly, so he is just tottering. He just reached in the court tottering, just moving feebly. The king showed him the grain, but the old man could hardly see it. Actually, the king tried to show the grain to the old man and tried to confirm that whether he knew anything about that thing or that sort of a grain. But the old man barely able to saw it, because his seeing power also has been decreased with the time. His vision. His vision also weakened with the passage of time. So he just took it, however, and felt it with his hands. But anyway, students, the old man just took that grain in his hand and tried to hold it properly and try to feel it with his hands. He just tried to get some information about the grain by just feeling it. What sort of thing is that? The king questioned him, saying, "Can you tell us, old man, where such grain as this grew?" Now, the king is simply asking him that, do you know anything about that? At what time this sort of grain used to be grown? Have you ever bought such corn or sown such in your fields? Now the old man is asking, the king is asking to the old man that whether he has sown such corns in his field. The old man was so deaf that he could hardly hear, the king said, and only understood with great difficulty. Even his hearing power was also has been decreased, has been degraded with the time, as he has grown old. So he does not able to hear properly whatever the king said. He just understood with great difficulty. He faced a lot of difficulty in understanding whatever the king actually said. So he just replied, "No, I never sowed nor reaped any like it in my fields." He is saying that I have never ever grown such seeds in my field. मैंने ऐसे fields कभी नहीं बोए हैं अपने खेत में. Nor did I ever buy any such. And then he is also saying that he has never bought also any such kind of crop, grain. when we bought corn, the grains were always as small as they are now. So the old man is saying that, since when I have been buying the corns, it has been as small as it has been today. So I have never seen such corns in my life, and I have never bought also, and I have never bought too. But you might ask my father, but look at here, student, what the old man is saying. Old man is saying that he himself has never bought any such kind of grain, or he himself has never sowed. He did not do farming with such corn in his life. But he is saying that his father might know about something this crop. That is why he is telling the king that, my father, you should ask to my father. My father might know something about this crop. So this old man is too old. He is already so old that so many disabilities he has. You are saying he is toothless. He cannot see properly. He cannot hear properly. He is a stutter in his speech also. He just stutter around. But still his father is alive. You all would think that generally it's not possible that a father of such an old person would alive, but in those days you will have to keep it in mind that children's a person used to get married even in their children. So when they used to be a child, so their son or their children used to be or at a very early age. So that is why his father is still alive. His father might be only 15 or 17 or 18 years older than him. So still it's a big difference, but doesn't matter. His father is still alive, and that is why he is suggesting the king that he should ask his father rather than him. He may have heard where such grain grew. Now he is just guessing. He just saying the king in a wild guess that my father might know that where this sort of grain was actually used to be grown in the past time. Students, we will read further tomorrow.